The fourth installment of the Mario Luigi series, Mario Luigi Dream Team is yet another solid addition to the series. Fans who were afraid that this was going to take the same toll as Paper Mario Sticker Star, which for most fans was a letdown, do not have to worry. Mario Luigi Dream Team has both its incredibly cheesy parts and well-known gameplay, as well as some new and innovative ideas, making good use of the 3DS capabilities. And although it clearly states Mario and Luigi, the main role definitely goes to Luigi, and that's a big plus to me. The story itself is nothing special. Here's the story in a nutshell without spoiling too much. The main villain, Phantasma, kidnaps Peach. Mario saves her. Then Bowser comes to play and joins Phantasma, they kidnap Peach again, and Mario saves her again. Nothing special. The story is presented quite well and has both its cheesy parts as some new and interesting things that you probably didn't expect. I'm bummed out by the fact that Phantasma barely gets the chance to grow like a real villain, and choosing him as the tutorial fight seems a bit out of place to me. My only real complaint with the presentation, however, is the huge amount of tutorials that this game has to accompany the younger players. I myself, being a 22-year-old, can actually figure out stuff on his own and would like to do so. Instead, I have to watch tutorials over and over again for the most simple things, which takes the speed out of the game, and that's a shame. The graphics in this game are absolutely gorgeous. Every single area is lively and has a lot going on into it. The atmosphere is fantastic and really puts you in the area you're currently visiting. The 3DS has advanced graphics compared to the Game Boy Advance and DS games, and Dream Team executes this very nicely, both during the 2D and 3D parts of the game. But by far the best part of the game is the soundtrack. This game nailed it with every single soundtrack, and they add so much to the game's visuals. Whether it's the exciting mountain trip through Mount Pajamaja, the beach theme on the Driftwood Shore, or the mysterious aura in the Salmon Labyrinth, the soundtrack really makes you feel at home. And not to mention the battle themes, containing some of the best original soundtracks I've ever heard in a Mario game. If I had to rate this game solely on its soundtrack, I'd give it a 10 out of 10 and nominate it for Game of the Year. It's that good. The classic humor from the series returns, and although a lot of people say that the humor here is not as strong as other games, I still found a lot of memorable moments that made me laugh at what happened in game, so I don't really agree. There is a lot of humor in this game, and that gives the game some extra charm. If you're familiar with the Mario Luigi games, this game won't feel like a lot of surprise to you. The 3DS uses the circle path rather than the D-pad, which makes moving around a lot smoother. There is a lot to do in the game, divided over the real world and the dream world. The dream world has tons of creativity involved in there, and every single time you're just wondering what new thing will happen again. Luigi sleeping on the bottom half of your game can trigger effects in the dream world by altering his face in the real world. Let him sneeze in the real world, and the dream world will have a huge gust of wind, for example, which blows blocks and leaves away. Pull his mustache in the real world to launch Mario in the dream world. It's very creative and offers a lot of fun. Heck, even playing with Luigi without effects is fun. This is the reason why some dream worlds, especially the optional ones, are a bit bland, and could have used more effort to make them more interesting. Some dream worlds are literally finished within 30 seconds by simply moving right, which is quite pathetic. This also results into the overworld having the same issue, a lack of creativity. There are some cool puzzles in there, but there isn't too much special going on there compared to the dream world, which sets high standards. The game takes off quite slow, and it'll take you at least 3 hours before something interesting is about to happen. It'll make up for it later, trust me, and at the end of the game you will wish you were done. The final level gets stretched out really far. Don't expect to be done in under 2 hours there. Battles are still the same. Mario uses A and Luigi uses B. Together they unleash some devastating bros attacks and Luiginary attacks by combining button presses and dodging hits from enemies, providing you've learned their attack pattern. The new expert challenges are an excellent feature to the battle system and give you something extra to do in a battle, such as dodging 10 enemy attacks in a row in a certain area or getting excellent on your newly obtained bros attack. Not to mention that the rewards you get for scoring more points are quite nice. In the Dream World, battles appear too, and this time you battle as Mario alone with the powers of Luigi infused into you. A normal jump transforms into a barrage of Luigis, and a hammer smash transforms into shockwaves, dealing damage to multiple enemies. And you're going to need that, because battles with 10 to 15 enemies in the Dream World is nothing special. Although most of these battles are quite fun, some areas have a lot of enemies with a lot of attacks that last a long time. And battling can get quite repetitive and boring after a while. I personally think that less battles with more experience would have been a bit better, but that's just me. Giant battles also return from Bowser's Inside Story, and boy, they are so much fun! You battle a giant Dreamy Luigi, a combination of multiple Luigi clones called Luiginoids, and use this to take on humongous enemies. This, combined with already fantastic soundtracks, makes the giant battles my favorite part of the game. Combine the humor, the battle system and the soundtrack with leveling up, ranking up, equipment to collect, upgrades to do, challenges to do, minigames to play with, side quests, and you got yourself an amazing experience which easily counters the drawbacks. Mario Luigi Dream Team offers a lot of things to do for you. The main storyline will last you between 30 to 40 hours, and that's without any side quests or minigames. The battle system has been worked out great and the game is charming. If you've played previous games, and especially Bowser's Inside Story, the game won't feel like a lot of new, but it's so much fun to play. The game lacks a bit from a slow start, a lot of battles and a tutorial fest, but the game is more than enough to make up for that and actually gets quite difficult near the end. Mario Luigi Dream Team is a game I can recommend to everyone who owns a 3DS and is in my opinion the best of the franchise so far. That's why I'm giving this game a 9 out of 10. With my biggest pluses being a strong battle system, great humor, charming presentation and an incredible OST, with my biggest drawbacks being the slow start and the chunk load of tutorials. If you can get over a slow start, there's absolutely no reason for you not to get this game. Unless you're against Mario, Luigi or RPGs in general. But then chances are you don't have a 3DS. So get it. It's well worth your money spent. Thanks for watching my review. I hope you liked it. It's my first video review and I liked it for sure. Should I do more reviews? What could I do to improve? Let me know in the comments below if you want. You may even suggest a game for me to review if you want to see it. I also have a full 100% Dream Team Let's Play up on my channel, so I'll put the link to part 1 on screen. And that's all. So make sure to leave a comment, and I'll see you soon.